If you want to pass your music exam, you must do some revision. I have made these videos to help you learn the things you need to know. Music theory, try and it will come to you, try and it will come to you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to focus on texture. The first most basic texture we're going to have a look at is monophony. Okay, so mono meaning one, think of monorails. A monophonic texture is where you have one line. Okay, it could be a voice, it could be an instrument, but totally unaccompanied, like this. Okay, so in that example there was one single unaccompanied melody line. At some points in that excerpt there were two voices singing the unaccompanied single melody line, but that's still considered monophonic. You could of course say that these singers were singing in unison. Okay, the second texture we will have a look at is melody and accompaniment. And as the name suggests, this is where you can hear really clear melody with accompaniment underneath. So in that example, the lead vocalist was singing the melody and all the other instruments in that ensemble had accompanying roles. They were playing either chords or a bass line or a percussive backing. So if you're asked about texture, if you can hear a really strong melody that you can sing along to really easily, just one, with an accompanying or chords or maybe a different type of accompaniment, it's going to be melody and accompaniment. Okay, so the next type of texture we're going to have a look at is homophony, so a homophonic texture. Okay, so this is where we've got all the parts moving together rhythmically but singing different notes. So they generally create a kind of a chordal block chord feel. Very often found in hymns. Here's an example of a homophonic texture.
Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day.
Okay, so in that example there were some high voices, some low voices. They're all singing different notes but moving together rhythmically. A homophonic texture. Okay, our next type of texture is polyphony, or a polyphonic texture. Poly meaning many, of course, linking to maths where we talk about polygons, polyhedron, polygon meaning many sides, polyhedron, many faces. Okay, music, a polyphonic texture is one where there are two or more simultaneous lines, okay, simultaneous melodies. So far we've looked at textures that concern one melody, either unaccompanied or with some form of accompaniment. Here we're going to hear three melodies in this case, all equally important, and this is a polyphonic texture. So listen here, there's three different vocal lines, there's a little boy, a young girl and an older girl who sing three different melodies which intertwine and overlap really effectively here to create a polyphonic texture. Okay, the final texture we'll have a look at is heterophonic texture, heterophony, I suppose you'd call it. This is a very unusual texture, often found in world music. A lot of gamelan music is based on a heterophonic texture. It's essentially where you hear the same melody played at the same time, but with variations. So a different version of the melody played at the same time. So this could be added notes in, it could be added ornaments in. But in essence, if you hear those two melodies, they are in essence the same. They're not exactly the same. Okay, have a listen to this example. You need to focus here, please, on the lady vocalising and the melody instrument you can hear too. So the tabla you can hear, the percussive instrument, is not what you're focusing on. It's the two melodic lines. So you'll hear that they are essentially playing the same melody, but there's a variation there, that one's singing a different version of the same melody. And that is what heterophony is, a heterophonic texture is. Okay, another textual term you should be aware of is antiphony, or antiphonal texture, is where you've got two groups of instruments or singers engaging in a question and answer feel, like in this example.
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is grey, and the sky is grey. I've been for a walk on a winter's day.
Okay, so really clearly they had the lead vocalist singing a line which was answered by a group of backing vocalists. Okay, so that is very much an antiphonal texture. Okay, final term we're going to look at is a canon or a canonic texture, where different parts enter at different times, usually staggered, playing the same thing. Really famous piece here that relies on just that. We'll listen to those different instruments as they enter and follow the score on the screen as we listen to the aptly named Canon in D.
If you want to pass your music exam, you must do some revision. I have made these videos to help you learn the things you need to know. Music theory, try and it will come to you, Try and it will come to you.